Welcome back to another week in the review. I love these. So we got notes. All right, to talk about here. There's been a lot going on in the metagame. We're heading towards the WCQ season. Every week we see something interesting. I'm gonna try to cover it. Kind of buck up a little bit of the current metagame predictions and what's going on. And of course, the video is not going to have pictures in it because my mind goes everywhere in these topics. So show me some love in this, show some likes, and let's dig on into what the fuck happened this week in Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, so starting things off, we had Noble Knights top a Nationals WCQ. Alright, so first up, if you guys haven't realized this yet, Mystic Mine is making waves, alright, in these rogue decks. Much like Orcust, last list, you've definitely started to see Mystic Mine go in everything. And at this point in time, it shouldn't really shock you that, yeah, Mystic Mine is making decks playable. We are expecting this to get banned at some point in the future. But that doesn't mean that people aren't going to exploit this. You know, this reminds me of Kaiser Colosseum back in the day. Popular strategies like Skystrikers are using it, which I'll talk more about in this video. But Noble Knights, Mystic Mine, put your big Noble Knight on the field, and then you start attacking your opponent directly with said Noble Knight. Your opponent really can't beat that unless they go down to one monster. And then, well, even so, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna start closing the game with Noble Knight things. So that's a thing. So fucking think about that for a little while. Noble Knights won or made top 8 in Mexico just for this. So we've also seen progressive evolution towards True Draco and this format. There's a lot more True Draco everywhere because of the Mystic Burn being a thing. Players don't want to auto lose to the deck, and I understand that. It's the best way to beat the deck. You're gonna dig fucking True Draco out of the corner of your room. You're gonna have a shit grin on your face the entire time, and then you're gonna card demise, just do all your spells and traps, disrupt your opponent, and you're gonna be off to a good start. True Draco has the best matchup for everything. And we've seen decks now that are going more towards, there was a side deck that I think had triple Typhoon, triple MST, triple Twin Twister. I think my friend was telling me it was like 15 spell and trap destruction cards in the side deck because they just didn't want to fuck with Mystic Burn. And I can appreciate that. I mean, there's only so much negation that you can do in a format like this, but it's very interesting nonetheless that, yeah, True Draco is seeing way more play now because of the impending threat of Mystic Burn. I really like when a deck's pure existence challenges reality and we get more influential things. So there's that. Thunder Dragon's also in an interesting place at the moment. We've seen a lot of Danger Thunder. Somebody asked me this week if they should play Pure Thunder or more of a Dino hybrid, and I'm like, probably the Dino hybrid. Like, honestly, it seems better in theory. At least your deck, you know, can do stuff. But by far right now, the Danger variant is the best. Like, there's no real contesting it. Like, the Danger cards, Saruja, Agripane, putting negates on the field. Yeah, it's really good right now. Honestly, I would almost contend that it's one of the better decks. Like, the ceiling came down off of the last list, and the deck it's still good. It's just, a lot of players just aren't wanting to play the deck because everything else is just kind of weird at the moment. Which brings up the point of Salad. Now, still continuing into this week, like, players just don't want to play Signet Mining. And you've got other players that just want to play it. I think it's almost correct at this point that you can play any amount of fucking Signet Minings in Salad and be successful at the moment. And it's really showing in this week's metagame. Between everything that I've seen and whatnot, like, you don't even need 3 Phantasmi. There was a Phantasmi list that actually just topped with 2 Phantasmi in it. So, I mean, that's the good news. Like, I know budget players still want to do it, and I even have a local player that has been playing Salad, and he's like, I don't know what I can do with the deck. I mean, he's budget, you know, he doesn't want to put money towards Signets, and he doesn't want to put more money towards Phantasmis, but at some point, something's got to give. Like, we understand that Signet Mining is a good card, you know, but it's like, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices, and I guess just keep going, you know, 2/2 locals. There's not much you can do about it. Skystrike with Mystic Mine is also making waves. I've been playing the Dutch national list that came up with the triple metaverse and the two Mystic Mines in the main deck. There were some other lists that weren't playing metaverse, but I will say, having played the deck a little bit more, Mystic Mine is such a dumb fucking card. Holy shit. I played against Sekka, Thunder Dragon, this week of locals. You auto-play that card, you win. Alright, there's no beating it. As long as Skystriker does not establish a monster, they can't do anything because their 3 spells are Sekka's Light. Like, it's an auto-win against anything Sekka. I honestly think having any sort of competitive deck at the moment that has to actually do with Mystic Mine will automatically push Sekka out. And that's bad news for BA as well, because BA was a huge fan of Sekka's Light. And I don't want to take anything away from BA because I still think that the deck is wonderful. I think that the deck could do something. But if you're BA and you get Mystic Mind, like, unless you made Net Chariot Beast, you're just in a fucking shit show. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't link out into a solution. Like, if you're already main decking Sekka's Light, like, hello? Anybody have an out anywhere? Because, like, you'd have to side it in, but, like, there's nothing I can tell you guys. Like, Mystic Mine is just a free win against certain decks right now, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, Skystriker versus True Draco, for example, yeah, you do True Draco-y things, but, like, you still lose the Skystrike engine, so there's that. Interesting side note, though. Gnome material's been showing up in more and more side decks. I've been debating on wanting to pick up a set myself, and it's interesting when Robbie asked himself the question of, should we pick these up? We got 3 dog. We're essentially done with the set, but we don't own a single fucking gnome material at this point. And the discussion that I've had with players from the first week of the format is still here. You know, I understand past turn 1. Literally, turn 1, the card does nothing. But it's another card that you can bring in against Orcust on top of 3 Lancia. It's another card that you can bring in against Skystriker, and you just paralyze them for an entire turn. So I wouldn't be shocked. I understand that we have an unlimited printing of the card coming out, but I do think that the card is going to maintain a very stable price, at least for a little while longer, because the card is as good as it actually is. Something else that also caught my attention this week, I have no validity to confirm this or not, but there's a rumor of a Mermail Orcust list going around right now. I don't know if it's good or bad. The only thing that I can tell you guys is we saw this once or twice in the OCG. We actually just got the water link monster that we needed, so it wouldn't actually surprise me to see something like this stirring. And if you guys have any list on this topic as well, feel free to send them in. I wouldn't mind doing a discussion on the deck, having some sort of raw material to kind of showcase to people. I don't think that this is the correct method to play Orcust by any stretch of the imagination, but people do like their water decks, people do like Dragoons. I mean, it's a fantastic concept nonetheless, so I will say without any certainty in my mind that quite possibly the rumor might be true. There might be something circulating with this, so I don't know, take it with a grain of salt for now, but we'll see. Also, another question I want to propose to you guys is, what the fuck happened to Subterror? Alright, like, this deck was fucking doing stuff last format. Was it because the deck had a good Skystriker matchup that all of a sudden, now that Skystriker representation kind of went down, it just went away? And now, like, Altergeist were, like, down here, and Subterror was up here, and then this format's like, where'd Subterror go? I think I've seen 2 Subterrors make top 32. I don't think I've seen... There might have been 1 stray that I've seen. I haven't looked at all of the regional results. It's just kind of what I've seen encompassing everything so far. But Subterror, what the fuck happened to you? Everybody was so excited to see this deck come back. And then it vanished. Like, where's the hero when we need him? So, that's... What the fuck? Like, what happened to the guy? I might make more video topics on some of these. And the last one I want to propose is Neospatian Connector needed in pure Orcust for the Aqua Dolphin play. because I've seen some people recently not playing it, and they're doing Orcust things without it. And my friend was playing it, and he was like, like it's good, but it's like it's not that good. And I'm like, but why? Like the discard a hand trap from your opponent's hand, it does come up and it is relevant at times, but this is where we've gone in the format that it just doesn't seem that good right now. I know, strange one, right? You would think a card that good would see more play, but I guess not. So these are just things I wanted to touch on for the format. Questions I wanted to propose on some of these statements as well. But what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And, well, guys, we'll have more discussions later today. All right, guys, peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.